All right, let's take a look at some examples using natural light and then artificial light. Here we have front lit. This is with some hard directional light. Like you can see, light is traveling in a straight line from the sun, hitting the subject. You can see very harsh shadows here, very sharp shadows here. So that is an example of harsh lighting, hard directional lighting, front lit. Here are some soft, diffused natural light. You see it's indirectly hitting the subject, like the sun is not directly landing on the subject. You can see back here, there's some harsh shadows, but not on the subject. Here's natural light backlit, and then it's underexposed, right? So the image is dark, and the highlights, the brighter parts of the image, are in like an average exposure, right? So like the brightest parts of the image are like, you know, a little bit darker. I guess over here is like pretty bright, but like we can see outside. But we could do this where we expose for the shadows, the darker parts of the image are now brighter and the highlights are blown out. And really there's no right or wrong, but like look at how different the scene is just with a change in exposure. Like everything else, cameras in the same spot, lights in the same spot, it's still backlit, but just the shift in exposure produces a dramatically different style and vibe of image, and whichever works best for your concept and narrative. And front light. And again, I want to emphasize that, you know, it's not necessarily the plane of the subject's body that's getting illuminated. It's it's the light position relative to the subject and camera. All right, so this is a backlit, these are both backlit images, but the light is not falling on the subject's back. The light's actually falling more on their side or their face. But relative to camera, the light is behind the subject. All right, let's take a look at some artificial light examples. Side lit hard, like a hard contrast, very underexposed. It's probably like a street light. Can't remember what I used there. An oven light is a great light source for some soft lighting. And Christmas lights or string lights make a really good front light. It's not very bright, but they make a really nice diffused light source because there's so many of them. All right. Yeah, have fun with artificial light sources. You know, whatever you can find and whatever you can get your hands on. And you can experiment to see how your camera performs with relatively low-powered artificial light sources, like a cell phone flashlight or I think it's supposed to be oven light. Sorry. Yeah, laptop screen, TV screen. If you have like a bicycle light, yeah, you can experiment with all sorts of lights that you have access to and just see how your camera responds to different amounts of light. All right, let me know if you have any questions.